Hello everyone, you're listening to AU Spartan Spotlight. This is a show where we get to know the student athletes of Aurora University and chat with them about their experiences here. What teams do they play for? What challenges are they currently facing on and off the field? And we hope to find the answers to these questions and more on AU Spartan Spotlight. I'm your host for this episode, Jenna Johnson. Today on the show, we will be speaking with AU senior Max Vickers and his coach, Lance Robinson. Max, a starting forward on the men's basketball team, is a business admin major from Streator, Illinois. Sitting alongside him is his coach, Lance Robinson. Originally from Danville, Indiana, Coach Robinson is entering his third year as the head coach of AU men's basketball program. Both Coach Robinson and Max are with us today to discuss how they are preparing for their upcoming season. Thanks for coming in with us today.
Thank you.
So Max, can you tell us a bit about what your team is up to at the moment?
Right now, just practicing, getting ready for the season. Just had a scrimmage against Carthage, and I got another one coming up on Monday. So really just getting ready for the rest of the season. Great.
Coach Robinson, how do you think preseason has been going so far for your team?
Matters what day you ask me. It's going good, and we got a lot of experience back. We returned 4 starters from last year. At the same time, we're bringing a lot of new guys in. So, some days it's good, some days it's not as good. But we're just trying to, continue to get better every day. And I think, when we play on the 21st, we'll be ready to go.
Great. And Max, could you tell us about your freshman class and transfer athletes, and what will the new players bring to the team this year?
Yeah, we had a lot of new guys coming in. Our freshman class is really good. Probably one of the best I've had since I've been here. Kids like Julian, Kyle Ottens, things like that, people like that. Really bringing the competitive energy. We got a lot of transfers: Jarek, Brandon, Jesse. Really just bringing a competitive edge and adding another dimension to practice. It really is just going to make us and hopefully take us to that next level.
Great. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah. We got good guys coming in. Just trying to get them, to mesh with them. We kind of got 2 different teams. A lot of new guys. We got the older guys with a lot of experience. We're just trying to get them, everyone on the same page and working together.
Going off of that, what do you think your biggest challenge that's facing your team this year?
I think the biggest challenge is, I think we're going to be deeper than last year. So anytime you're out there, we want you just to compete as hard as you can. And then if you're on the bench, we want you just to be the best teammate you can be. So our depth, I think is a positive for us, but it can be a negative if we don't use it the right way.
Max, what would you say you're most excited about for this upcoming season?
Just to build off what we did last year. Last year we obviously got to the NCAA tournament and got a good win in the tournament, but we want to build off that and just keep it going and make it a more common thing around here. So.
Great. Coach Robinson, your team had a very exciting run in the NCAA tournament last year. Can you tell your listeners about that and if you expect to return to the tournament this year too?
Yeah. We've had 25 consecutive winning seasons here at Aurora, so that was under Coach Holler, then Coach Lancaster for 22 years. Last year was the farthest we ever went in the NCAA tournament, and we talked about, we kind of, knocked on the glass ceiling a little bit. It was the second time we won a game in the tournament, but we want to make a Sweet 16, want to make a Final Four, and it's usually just takes one group to make that happen, and then when the next groups come, they have that belief that they can get it done. So we're kind of knocking on that glass ceiling, and we just got to break through a little bit.
Great. All right. So we're going to take a short break and switch over to another one of our favorite segments, Spartan Chat. Our reporters, Gabby Adamson and Zach Razanova, have conducted an in-depth interview with the women's soccer program at AU. Over to you, Gabby and Zach.
Hi, I'm Zach Rosanova, and today I'm interviewing Coach Danino and Captain Alexis Aplove.
I personally don't have any pregame rituals except just braiding my hair, but as a team, we all get into the locker room and play some Miley Cyrus and get ready for the game. Coming from California, I get the question a lot why I came here, but definitely the small environment of the school and the small class sizes, and I know the program has a notable name, and I just wanted to contribute to that success and play here. I think this season our team did well progressing throughout the games and getting better and working together. We never gave up no matter what the score was. We just kept fighting throughout all the games. My favorite memory from the season was getting our first win. I scored a free kick in overtime with my left foot. It was the first win for Shannon, so I thought that was pretty special. We're losing 4 seniors this year: Eva, Corinne, Kelsey, and Taylor. They had a huge impact these past 4 years, and it's going to be really difficult seeing them leave, but I wish them the best in their future, and hopefully they can come back and watch our success in the future season. I think our main goal this offseason is to look to learn how to score goals more often and create those opportunities in the offensive half. We were really strong defensively this year, but going forward, offensively is where we struggle, so hopefully we can continue to develop that and grow as a team.
Team chemistry was actually pretty good. In preseason, we put a lot of emphasis on team building, and we did a lot of work in just getting the team to work together, and we had a lot of conversations about it in practice.
Yeah, it wasn't about what grade you were in or where you came from, but we really helped build that chemistry through all the activities and team bonding events we did.
The best thing about being a coach is just being able to be an inspiration and try and be a mentor for the student athletes, and your 4 years of college is a really important time in your life, so it's a really cool opportunity. Transition into the program's been great. Luckily, I have awesome mentors like Coach Lakin and Jim, our AD, has been great. Nikki Pierre's helped me out a lot, so when I don't know, I ask questions. The challenge with any team when you're on the road is you just don't have that home environment. You're not in your own locker room with your same routines. You don't have your student athletes that are cheering for you, and it's obviously a field that you're not familiar with, so it's always a challenge. It was awesome that they got recognition. Those guys worked their butts off, and they deserve all the recognition they got. Like anything, it's just motivation and fuel for us to make it next year. It's good.
Thank you, Coach Danino and Alexis, for the interview, and good luck next season.
Now back to Spartan Spotlight with Coach Robinson and Max Vickers. Max, as a senior on the AU men's basketball team, what has changed the most for you from your first season to now?
For myself, just comfortability, really just getting comfortable playing with everyone, and just being at the different level, the next level. Just familiarity with everyone, coaches, and just really being myself.
Coach Robinson, who will be your most difficult opponent this year and why?
I think all of them. I think we always have that kind of a target on our back. We've won the conference, 7 of the last 12 years, and 11 of the last 20. So. We're picked to win it this year again. At the same time, we expect to win. You expect to win the conference, but we treat every opponent the same. There's not, IIT's coming to the conference zone pretty good. Concordia, Wisconsin, Benedictine return a lot. And then Lakeland, MSOE. So, there's gonna be tough challenges every night. We just hope that we can, get some wins.
Max, what would you say is your favorite memory of playing basketball at AU?
I would definitely say, just the whole postseason run we made last year, winning the conference championship, and then obviously going to the tournament and winning that game. It was just, it was a huge upset at the time, and I did it with some of my best friends, and just the memories from that will last a lifetime. So.
That's great. Do you have any fond memories?
Probably Max's pass. He had a pretty good pass, to Marcus to kind of hit the shot. So. It kind of showed him that maybe he could pass a little more too. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that I've been here 13 years now, so I'm getting old. But we had a lot of great memories. But as a coach, you work hard, so see the smile on their faces after we won a championship and different stuff like that. So it's all about the guys now, and we're just hoping to win our 8th championship in 13 years. So.
Thank you. What would you say is one thing above all else that you hope your team accomplishes during the season?
I think the main thing is just teamwork, working together. We got a lot of different guys from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different walks of life, so to understand each of their teammates' perspectives and how they see things, and just get everyone on the same page and come together. That's why, basketball is such a great game that, it brings, a lot of different people from different areas together, and, to focus on a common goal.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for the season?
Just continue building, like I said, off of last year, and get to the goals that we've set as a team. So that's pretty much it.
Great. Do you have any personal accomplishments that you would like to make for this season either, or just?
No, not really. I would say my personal accomplishment is all the team's goals. Whatever helps whatever I can do to help us get to where we want to go. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm striving for, is to be the best I can for the team. So.
Yeah. And Max has a unique opportunity. He, his first team all-conference last year. He has almost 900 career points. So he'll score 1,000 points. Then the record for AU for a four-year player in our conference is 1,300 points by Calvin Stokes. So hopefully, Max can be able to break that. But we're gonna have 4 guys on our team that are gonna score 1,000 points in their career. Max, Tyler Carlson, Matt Dunn, and then we brought Brandon Jameson, who almost scored 800 in the conference. So, we got a pretty experienced group, so, which I'm excited for this year, but a little bit nervous next year.
Sounds like you're going to have a good season this year. So I want to thank both of you for coming on the show today, and it was very interesting to hear your stories and learn more about your upcoming season, so best of luck. And I want to thank our audience watching this episode of AU Spartan Spotlight. Next up, we will speak with our reporters in the newest episode of Writers Roundup.
Hello everyone, you are watching Spartan Media Writers Roundup. I'm your host for this episode, Sarah Global.
Thank you.
Today on the show, we will be speaking to Rachel Martins about women's basketball and Fred Johnson about men's basketball for a closer look at the teams as their seasons approach. Rachel recently interviewed the women's basketball new coach, Coach Rubson, about the upcoming season. So Rachel, the women's basketball team recently played in a scrimmage game. Who did they scrimmage, and what were some of the outcomes of that game?
Their scrimmage was against Beloit College, and he said that every scrimmage game or practice, they're just trying to get 1% better, and so he thinks that they really did achieve that goal during the scrimmage last night.
That's awesome. How else has the team been preparing for their first home game?
They're setting new goals each day and communicating those goals to each other, and just trying to create a really strong bond as a team before the season starts.
What is Coach Rebson hoping to get out of this season?
Energy and effort. He said those were the 2 things that he really wants from the girls, and he wants to see during every game and practice, and then the rest will just follow.
Do you think having a new coach will affect the team's performance? Do you think the players are adapting well to Coach Rebson's coaching style?
He said he felt really lucky that there was a bunch of girls that really bought into his vision and are really ready to take on his new coaching staff and see where they can take them. And I think since he was the men's assistant coach last year and he's been able to see them play, he kind of knows their playing style. And so I think that they'll make a smooth transition to the new season.
Sounds like it's really mushing well. Awesome, Rachel. Thanks for your insight. So, Brett, has the men's basketball team had any games or scrimmages yet?
So far, they've just had open gyms, and they actually have a scrimmage against Carthage this Friday.
Awesome. How is the leadership of the team looking this season?
They have a lot of leadership from last year coming back this year. Max Vickers, Matt Dunn, Ty Carlson were all there last year, and they're the senior captains this year. They had a successful year last year, so having that leadership and experience coming back is, it's good to have those guys leading the team.
So the team is losing Marcus Myers this year. How do you think the team will do without him?
Right, so I interviewed Max Vickers to get some, quotes from him, and, obviously losing him, Marcus is, it hurts to lose him. He's an All-American Conference Player of the Year, so it's obviously tough to fill that role, but like Max told me, it's going to be a group effort. He said the biggest focus is to replace him is just having that team chemistry, just buying in and, putting in the extra work to really repeat as conference champions and, go even farther this year than they did last year. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks Rachel and Brett for joining us today on Writers Roundup. You can watch this episode and more at auspartanmedia.com.
That's all we have for today. Until next time, go Spartans!